Hi and welcome to my late night ASMR where I can't sleep, so I just decided to talk to myself for hours, which I have already done. I just didn't record it, but y'all didn't need to hear that, so I guess I'll talk to you guys. If I can even think of something to say. I don't really have any stories in mind. And I'm not good at coming up with stories right on the spot without having, at least some kind of idea. And right now, my brain is not in idea mode, it's in sleep mode. But my body isn't, which is usually it's the opposite. But yeah, that's kind of why I can't sleep. And I've just been sitting here, saying my thoughts out loud instead of in my head, because it's more relaxing that way. It gives my brain something to focus on, I guess. I don't know if that's weird, it probably is, but I'm a weird person, so that's okay. But yeah, there was lots of crickets and stuff outside, but I can't really hear them now, which kinda sucks. I can kinda hear them a little bit, actually, whenever I'm not talking, so that's nice. But, yeah, I guess I'll just talk about random stuff. I guess it doesn't really matter what I talk about, does it? What is the purpose of ASMR? It's to relax you, to soothe you. Are you trying to sleep? I'm trying to ASMR myself to sleep right now. It almost worked, but it didn't. I feel like I could listen to some ASMR while I'm doing something and it'd be like a soothing podcast or whatever, but obviously I couldn't listen to myself. I suppose I could do other things like have a one-sided conversation. That would probably be pretty entertaining, honestly. Yeah, I'm not necessarily whispering, though it's kind of a whisper. My voice is just quiet. This is more so my sleepy voice. Or I sound more raspy and my words slur together more than they normally would. And I probably sound like a little kid at some points. But yeah. So, I'll tell you what I was talking about earlier, or thinking about and talking to myself. Why do I feel awkward now? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm sure I'll get used to it eventually. But yeah, I'll talk about random nerdy stuff, and you can listen to me talk about that. So lately, I've been trying to learn some Spanish. And I already know some Spanish, but I was trying to learn more Spanish on Duolingo. But I let my streak die, so I don't think I'm gonna go back to it, and I'll probably end up uninstalling it, which is kinda sad. But I also feel like I couldn't properly learn Spanish or any language through something like that, because I'd need to have a conversation with someone who actually speaks the language and talk to them normally. Because there's a lot of things that an AI can't teach you, or whatever that is, whatever you consider that. Slang terms and weird stuff that I want to say, cuss words and other things. Because I find that entertaining more so than learning how to say, she eats the sandwich, or whatever. I mean, I guess I just haven't gotten that far in it. I don't want to talk about stuff that's too weird. At least not yet. I'll save that for like its own special thing if I ever feel like doing this again. Which is honestly not likely. Sorry to disappoint you if you were enjoying this or if you even made it this far. Which I kinda doubt. Though maybe someday I'll like have nothing to listen to on YouTube and be like desperate to fall asleep and I'll just listen to myself ramble on instead of actively talking out loud to myself. Though that's probably even weirder to like listen to a recording of myself to try and sleep. But yeah. So, I've been thinking lately about the concept of imaginary friends. Do you have an imaginary friend? Did you have one growing up? I'd like to know how detailed other people's imaginary friends are. Because I've never really had something that I consider to be an imaginary friend, but I do have, or I have had, like, characters that I've made up and talked to, which I guess you could consider to be an imaginary friend. But it was never anything serious, and they never lasted, like, that long. I'd usually end up forgetting, and, like, there's no reason for me to, like, keep them active in my mind, or just, like, talk to them or something. I don't really know. But I do think talking things out loud to yourself, or even to an imaginary friend, or writing to an imaginary friend, I think having a target to direct your words towards can be helpful. Especially when there's things that you want to get out, but you don't feel comfortable sharing that with someone else, or there's no one else around. It can also just be entertaining in general, I guess. Which, is probably why kids have them. Well, there's other reasons too, but yeah. My brain, you could probably hear other crap, because I can hear it, so my mic's probably picking it up, and it's kind of annoying. But, yeah. It's like 4 a.m. right now, and I wanted to sleep hours ago, but I couldn't, and then I was gonna do some stuff to, like, relax myself, and it worked, but my body is just not tired. I think I slept too much, even though I didn't get good sleep, and I was having weird dreams, but not bad dreams. My dreams are almost always weird, so it's kind of normal for me. Like, my dreams are usually very unrealistic and don't make a lot of sense. And even if they're vivid, they usually tend to skip around. So it's hard for me to explain things. Like, I can visualize my dream in my mind, the one that I had, but I couldn't put it into words. I can remember vague parts of it and other parts more clearly, but it's just, I don't know how to explain that. And even if I did explain it, whoever I'm explaining it to isn't going to imagine it the same way as I would. But, you know, there's a beauty in that. A beauty in the way we all interpret things differently. And I like that. It's interesting. But I think I'm done for now. Or maybe I should go for another 20 seconds just to get this to 10 minutes, huh? Feels like I've been talking a lot longer. And I guess I have. Just not on recording. and I guess I've never really just sat there and talked directly just like by myself for 10 minutes without having something specific to talk about or something that I needed to like just get out, or I don't even know. My brain's not functioning properly right now. So yeah. Well, it's over 10 minutes, so I think I'm done for now. Bye-bye. And good night if you're listening to this to try and sleep, which I highly doubt. I kinda doubt anyone actually listens to this fully, but maybe somebody will. Which is gonna be really embarrassing, but oh well. Peace out.